Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about some changes that I see happening in the space of crypto and blockchain technology that, makes me really encouraged about the future. I do feel very, very bullish on cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. And I really do think that the next bull cycle is going to be a monstrous one. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. And don't forget to jump in our Discord. It's absolutely free to join. You won't regret it. Over 4,500 people supporting one another, navigate the space safely. And do check out our Patreon membership. We have a team of technical analysts doing TA on request for our top tier Patreon members. And we have over 200 and maybe 10 project reviews and ratings that have been completed on request of members. So definitely worth checking it out. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here on coin market cap now. The total market cap of all crypto is down 0.85% at the time of recording at $924.77 billion. Bitcoin still just about hovering above the $19,000 mark. I do think that we're going to go down beneath it at 19,151.81, down 2.13% in the last 24 hours. Now, with the market the way it is, stagnant is probably how I would articulate it, but it is still a very volatile market with everything that's happening around the world. Now, what I would say is this doesn't feel bullish. The price is something that doesn't feel bullish right now across the board for all cryptocurrencies and even, the stock market and other markets, right? What I would say, though, is if you look past the price of the cryptocurrency and look at what's actually happening. And this is why I say in a bear market, you need to be switched on. You need to be subscribed. You need to be keeping yourself up to date. You need to be, in and amongst a fantastic crypto community that care about everybody in that community being successful, like our Discord group, for example. We've got a fantastic community, definitely worth checking it out. Now, why is that important? Because there's loads going on in the space outside of just focusing on price. So if we look here, right, we've got this article here, institutions moving very, very fast into cryptocurrency, right? Or crypto, it says here. Coinbase exec is the one that's highlighting this. And they are, right? You don't have to look far to realize actually you got the CBDCs being built on by the likes of Accenture for central banks around the world. So you're going to have, the digital pound, the digital dollar, and so forth, right? Like, I think you see this across the board. PayPal getting into cryptocurrency, banks offering custody and other crypto-related products. We're seeing these headlines constantly, and these are the things that are really important to be, monitoring, right? Because we could be in this bear market, hypothetically speaking, and not see these headlines and not have the banks starting to get into cryptocurrency without institutions trying to move very, very fast into crypto. I agree with this article, and I will link it in our Discord for you to read through at your leisure. But this should fill us with an awful lot of confidence in what we're invested in, right? And the fact that it's still going to be here in 5-10 years time. And obviously I'm talking about the solid projects. I'm not talking about all projects. There will be many that will die off and will become nothing. They'll go to zero. I'm talking about the projects with real world utility, looking to change the world for the better, change people's lives for the better. We recently did an interview with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏, and he talks about DeFi and how DeFi, is fake, really. It's just people, switching and swapping coins amongst themselves that are already in the community. But actually, DeFi is going to be playing a huge role in the lives of many. These people that aren't banked, the unbanked is the term that you will hear bandied around quite a lot. Cardano looking to do this, micro loans, where you can borrow and harvest your crops and make a good living. There's lives are going to be changed. People brought on to the internet. People given tools to communicate with one another, instruments to be able to make a living that they don't have access to now. And this is all happening in the background. And if you find the right projects, you will do very, very well financially. But, I personally look for projects that are doing really good, things in the world that are going to change people's lives for the better. I think this is a fantastic and very rewarding, way to invest, because, you get to make good size capital gains. But at the same time, that, good is happening in the world and lives are being changed for the better. You've got Bitcoin outflows signal institutional shift, and that is, similar to what I just talked about. There is a shift. It is happening. Institutions are getting in. We are getting closer and closer to the bottom for crypto, in my opinion. Hopefully there's no black swan event, but, if there isn't, we're getting closer and closer. Now, this was an interesting article that I thought that was worth sort of highlighting to people, right? Because crypto, with all these institutions getting involved, is becoming more and more centralized. And we've seen the likes of PayPal, which I talked about earlier today in the 6 o'clock video UK time, around the fact that they had issues because they were, basically, switching themselves onto God mode, where if they found customers looking to, or had been, in their eyes, doing miscommunication, on social media, for example, or misinforming people, they would potentially take up to $2,500 out of their account as like a fine of some sort. And obviously this had a lot of backlash, and they withdrawn it. But this is the risk that, is posed by centralization. These companies deciding that they know best, and actually, if you don't toe the line that they want you to toe, then, you'll be fined or your account will be closed. And we're seeing this left, right, and center. But with all of that said, and it's important to highlight, banks are the future access point for crypto markets. This is so important to understand. I think that we are going to have to go more centralized before we go decentralized. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments below. I think we've got to have that centralized point for people to get in, making it more decentralized over time. So decentralization is, a term that is bandied around by an awful lot of crypto projects. Solana comes to mind. Decentralized. They've got a kill switch, they can turn it off. We've seen this. It's not decentralized. Ethereum becoming even more centralized, with 4, potential companies or individuals pretty much running all of the, the proof of stake process, with nodes and stuff like that. So there's an awful lot of things that are negative that are going to have to happen before we see, the real power, in my opinion, of Web3 and blockchain technology. With all of that said, I think there's some fantastic projects doing fantastic work. We've covered a lot of them in our research. I've got a document that rates all the projects by, the rating out of 10. So you can go away and do the research on them. It's a fantastic resource for our Patreon members. Definitely worth checking it all out. Now, I'm really, really bullish. I'm thinking that these prices are, just beautiful right now. And this is why it's important to stay switched on. We're getting closer to the bottom. You're going to start to see us making more larger purchases in the coming months. And as that happens, we're going to start to see the bottom come in, I believe, and then we're going to be off to the races, and it's going to be slow, steady pace, in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.